I had a discussion with my dad, and then my dad was like, if you're unhappy, leave the job. Just leave it.
Yeah.
The next day I woke up and I left the job. And then I sold my car, and then I used that money to start my business. I had my first client, and then from there it's just been going. Yeah, I also did my first fashion show in 2012. I did it at Warehouse. I still remember.
I remember, yeah. Good afternoon to you, and welcome once again to Treza in the afternoon. We of course continuing with our conversation on hip couture, and as I mentioned, House of Poulton is going to Paris in September, and she is in studio, the brains behind House of Poulton, in studio, Melisa Poulton, to give us more details. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
What's up?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, probably very stressed. Doing good, but probably very stressed at the same time.
Yes,
I can imagine. I can really imagine. But it's exciting times for you, babe.
Yes.
I think it's a full circle moment as well for you. When we were launching, when I was at the launch of your website,
yes.
You gave us a bit of a background of House of Poulton and the first name you actually had for the brand. Can you just talk to us about, where it started when you decided you want to be a fashion designer, you want to create your own garments? You had another name for House of Poulton.
Yes.
Let's talk about that name quickly. What happened there?
Okay, so I've always wanted to be a fashion designer, right? Ever since a little girl. And the inspiration from it came from watching the 101 Dalmatians. We watched the movie, right?
Okay.
When we were little kids,
yes,
man.
I love that movie.
The movie was launched, it was at the cinema, we went with the school, everything. It was like a whole thing. And then I was just fascinated by, I guess the creativity part, you know, nobody really wants to be like Cruella de Vil.
Yes.
But I want to be like her in terms of her creativity, right? And I just felt like she's really amazing. Even in the new movie that they have of her, just how creative she is, and just how she just goes all out in all the stuff that she does. I just feel like it's so me, in my sense of creativity,
yes.
right? So I was just stuck with that idea. I want to be a fashion designer. Then I went to go do my studies. In Cape Town in South Africa. And initially I wasn't going to come back to Namibia. Yeah, I wanted to work in SA, and I wanted my brand to boom in SA,
yes.
right? So at the time when I finished my studies, there was xenophobia. They had a whole bunch of stuff going on there, and their industry also had just started. So they weren't really giving jobs to Namibians. And then I went through the process of now trying to get dual citizenship because I'm born before 1990.
Yeah.
That whole drama. Yeah, it was just a drama. So then my dad was like, nope, just come back home. So I came back home. I worked at this one company. I was there for a month, like I said, at the launch.
Yeah.
And I was unhappy. I was just like, this can't be it.
This can't be
my
life.
life.
This can't be.
This can't be my life. I was even upset. I was just like, how is this my life? No ways. And my plan of being in SA just didn't work out. So I was just like, no, this can't be it. So then I had a discussion with my dad. And then my dad was like, if you're unhappy, leave the job. Just leave it.
Yeah.
The next day I woke up and I left the job. And then I sold my car, and then I used that money to start my business. I had my first client, and then from there it's just been going. Yeah, I also did my first fashion show in 2012. I did it at Warehouse. I still remember.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't 100% perfect at the time because I was just starting and I didn't really know what to do, right? But I was just going. I was just doing whatever I could at the time. So yeah. And then the name that I had,
yes.
I'm not even gonna say
Don't
that
say
name.
it. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say that name that I had, right? But at the time, it was working.
It was working at the time. Yeah.
It was I went to go research what it meant, right? And it was going with my whole whimsical vibe that
yes.
House of Poulton kind of is. So I had that name, and then my one friend who's also my client, her name is Uyama, Uyama Swartz. Shout out to Uyama.
Shout out to Uyama.
So then she was like, what's a namaste? She came us now for her fitting.
Yes.
She's like, what's a namaste? And then she's like, then I'm like, I am busy changing the name. I just don't know what
to change it to.
So I told her at that time I want to do Melisa Poulton, and she's like, no. You are House of Poulton.
I love it.
And then she's like, do you know how much power your surname has? then I was like, you know what? She's right. And I'm a very family-orientated person. I love my family. My family is very big. Shout out to my family.
Shout out to
well.
the fam, to the Poulton fam.
So, so that's where the name came from, House of Poulton.
It's beautiful.
So, yeah.
I mean, like I say, it's a full circle moment for you, Melisa. You know, you've been putting in the work.
Yeah.
You know, you've been showcasing your collections of Windhoek Fashion Week. You've been also part of that. And now you get to showcase in one of the most beautiful places in the world, in Paris, at the Paris Fashion Week. We spoke about, you know, how that came to be. They actually had reached out to you already a long time ago. And, you know, now they're back again saying, now. Now you're ready. Now you're ready. So what are you looking forward to the most? What are you most excited about? Apart from, of course, going to Paris. I mean, that's exciting in itself. But what else are you really looking forward to with this trip to Paris?
It's actually quite scary. I feel a bit scared, nervous, excited, all at the same time, because you don't know what to expect, right? Because like they're on another level.
They are on another level.
They're on another level. But like the fact that these people are on my case that I need to come,
which means you're also on their level. You're also on their level, Melisa.
So I'm excited to go and meet industry people from that side, and hopefully create some links there, create some content, networking, do everything that I need to do. And I hope one of the editors from Vogue magazine of
girl
sees my work and they're like, look here, we need your stuff. So
I'm also dressed in House of Poulton. Obviously you can't see because you can't see me, but you'll see me. And I really, really love this piece. I really, really, really do. So you also have a bunch of events also coming up, leading up to Paris Fashion Week. We spoke to Hillary yesterday about that as well. But just again to reiterate some of the things that you have lined up leading up to Paris Fashion Week in September.
Yeah, so we had our first event last weekend, right? And now we're having the pop-up today,
at 99 FM.
Right now at the 99 FM studio. Thank you so much, 99 FM.
Shout out 99.
Yes. And I'd also like to just give a shout out to Louis Manana and the Ogilvy team for last weekend. The show was really amazing, and thanks for the collaboration. I just have to mention that. Yeah. And then our next event that we're having is on the 11th of July, which is a night of arts with House of Poulton.
It's also my birthday, guys.
Yes,
I cannot.
It's Treza's birthday as well. Treza's going to be there, guys.
Definitely.
So you guys must come through.
Yeah.
We're selling tickets. Tickets are also available on Web Tickets. And then after that, we're going to have a pop-up in Swakopmund at the Legacy Hotel, that side. And then, which is on the 29th of June. So people in Swakopmund, you guys can come through on the 29th of June. And then our final event will be the Met Gala, the big one, which is on the 10th of August. Yeah, so that we're still busy sorting out the tickets. By next week, we'll definitely be posting the Met Gala so people can be ready and,
to get the outfit ready,
get your outfit ready so you have enough time, because that's going to be the big one.
It's going to be the big one.
Yeah.
I think I already know what I'm going to wear. There's something standing outside here by the pop-up.
Yes.
That black outfit there, that's the one for me.
Yes,
that's
I also
the one.
think so.
It'll look so good, Melisa.
It really will.
It'll look so good. All right, girl, I'm so excited for you and so proud of you. And I really know you're going to go shine there by Paris. And I'm pretty sure Vogue is going to holler at you. And when Vogue does holler at me so I can be your model, okay? Also, where can we follow you, Melisa, just in case, someone is tuned in right now and they would like to purchase a piece? You also have a website. Also, just give the website's details as well.
Okay, so you can go have a look at my Instagram page, which is at House of Poulton. And then the website is www.houseofpoulton.com. Yeah.
Perfect.
And then my contact number is 081-388-9967.
And this is only for work calls, guys, please.
Yes.
Work calls only. Bye, dankie Melisa, and alles vir die bestes. With this trip, I really I wanted to go with you, but Hillary said just get your tickets.
Just buy your flight tickets.
But thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for everything that you also contribute to the Namibian fashion industry. I mean, it's grown because of people like you. Yeah. So thank you for all that you do, and the best of luck with preparation for your trip to Paris.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Melisa Poulton in studio from House of Poulton. I'm saying we, because I'm also part of House of Poulton. We're going to Paris in September, and you get to be a part of that by attending these events. I mean, it's a perfect reason to get dressed up. Call your friends, call your bras, and get dressed to kill. And then you guys go out, take some good pictures, and just look good, because it happens every once in a while, not all the time. But now you have an excuse to actually get that suit, get that dress, and go attend a House of Poulton event. LMA right now with Chris Brown saying whatchamacallit on 99.